The United States Supreme Court now paving the way for Alabama to redraw the state's congressional map. It's where we start tonight. I'm Gabe Glassman. In 2023, a landmark Supreme Court case ruled Alabama's 2021 congressional map violated the Voting Rights Act by packing black voters into a single district, diluting their voting power. SCOTUS ruled Alabama had to draw a new map featuring a second majority black district. In the aftermath of Louisiana versus Calais, the state of Alabama looked to return to the previously drawn maps or draw a new one altogether with no Democratic majority districts. Last week, Governor Kay Ivey signed a bill allowing the state to void the results of the May 19th primary for some congressional districts and hold a new special election under the revised district boundaries. Attorney General Steve Marshall speaking out tonight praising the Supreme Court's decision, adding he expects the state legislature to draw a completely Republican congressional map.
Let's be clear about what happened here. Alabama originally drew its maps around geography and communities, the Gulf Coast, the Black Belt, the Wiregrass, and a federal court punished us for it. Today, the Supreme Court vindicated the state's long-held position. Now, the power to draw Alabama's maps goes back to the people's elected representatives. That's our legislature. For too long, unelected federal judges have had more say over Alabama's elections than Alabama's voters. That ended today. My job in this office was to put the legislature in the best possible legal position to draw a congressional map that favors Republicans 7-0.
And Alabama State Representative Terry Sewell, who represents District 7, released a statement calling the move suppressive of black representation. She says in part, quote, the court's right-wing majority has completely ignored its previous rulings in order to give state officials the green light to suppress black representation in Alabama. Moreover, the court has injected needless chaos and confusion into an election that has already begun, end quote. So what happens now? First, the lower federal courts must reconsider its prior ruling. But if it takes the actions that are expected, here's what's next. With the state legislature concluding a special session in anticipation of just such a ruling. The May 19th primary may not be the only primary election in Alabama, while it's almost certain to take place. The congressional races on the ballot could be reset for a later vote. It's up to Governor Kay Ivey to make that call. And a special primary election would need to take place by August. And we'll continue to bring the latest updates on how this could affect your vote. For more information, you can go to fox54.com.